What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people are talking about it. It's a rumor. Floyd said he started the rumor. He says it's absolutely possible. Conor McGregor just did an ESPN interview. Link in the description. Now, here's the thing. This is on a random YouTube channel. It's not through ESPN. So the link's in the description. I don't know how long the link will be made available. Sometimes YouTube videos like this, when it's not from the actual producer of the content, sometimes it gets flagged for copyright reason. So make sure you guys check it out ASAP. Now, Conor McGregor, he sat down with ESPN. It seemed like they were in some type of, it looked like Alcatraz or something, some type of abandoned underground parking lot or something. And he sat down with the ESPN rep to talk about his relationship with Dana White and what happened, why he got pulled off of the UFC 200 card, things like that. Then later in this interview, he starts talking about Floyd Mayweather, which is the point of this particular video, what I want to talk about. He said in this interview, again, link in the description, that Floyd Mayweather needs him, and basically he's the A side, and Floyd offered him $7 million, and he deserves $100 million because he's the A side, and there's nobody that Floyd Mayweather can fight in boxing that will generate the type of revenue that he will with a fight, a crossover fight with Floyd Mayweather, a mixed martial artist, UFC fighter with a boxer for the Floyd 50th fight. So I got to keep it real and break down what I feel about this, give my 2 cents. And I like Conor McGregor, but what he's saying is absolutely ridiculous. One, he's not the A side. I mean, you look at it. This is just facts only, new media. You look at facts, and Conor McGregor's paydays have been nowhere near the amount. Floyd Mayweather's fighting guys like Robert Guerrero, getting $32 million guaranteed, plus back-end money, right? He gets back-end money with the pay-per-view, how live gate and the pay-per-view proceeds and stuff like that. So that's one thing. There's nobody that Conor McGregor has fought in his whole UFC career, no matter who the challenge was, whether it was a Chad Mendez, Jose Aldo, where he got $32 million at all. You know what I mean? When it was said and done, I can't think of any fight. Like, probably his paydays average, I can't even say average, but I would say some of his bigger paydays for like maybe a Jose Aldo or the fight with Diaz would probably be in the neighborhood of pocketing 10 to 13, $15 million, which is literally less than half of $32 million. That's for starters. You look at the pay-per-view records. Floyd Mayweather holds the top 3 pay-per-view records of all time, including wrestling and different things like that, if I'm not mistaken. And it's his fights with Oscar De La Hoya, his fights with Canelo, and of course, last year's fight with Manny Pacquiao. So clearly, how are you the A side? I mean, clearly Floyd would be the A side in this equation. He's been doing it longer. He's the undefeated one. Conor McGregor has losses now in the UFC, as well as mixed martial artists. He got submitted, as Nate Diaz says, you got submitted by lames, right? Floyd is still undefeated, so he can trademark the TBE 50 and undefeated 50 and 50-0 and things like that, but you can't because you have a loss. In fact, your last fight was a loss. So it doesn't make sense for Conor McGregor to be spouting off at the mouth saying he is the A side in the equation. Now, I don't doubt that a Conor McGregor fight with Floyd Mayweather would do good numbers, and I really believe that because it's a crossover fight. When have fans had the privilege of seeing two guys who are considered great fighters or at this points of their careers, you know what I mean? Not like a James Toney, who's not really considered the lights out James Toney when he went to MMA, things like that. I'm not talking about that. Conor McGregor, even though he lost his last fight, he's still a good fighter, once beaten in the UFC, but he has other losses in his mixed martial arts career. But it's not like he got knocked out and you know what I mean, brutally knocked out or whatever. He's submitted in the Diaz fight. But it would just attract a lot of casuals because both guys have names. Both guys are brash, trash talkers who are going to talk a lot of shit. So for those reasons, it would do good numbers. But the way Conor McGregor is talking is crazy. I mean, he's clearly not the A side. And I know a lot of people hate Mayweather, but there's no way you can spin it and make it like Conor McGregor is the A side. You look at UFC fighters and the top level guys, and then you look at the top level boxers. He's saying, Conor McGregor, in this ESPN interview, I thought boxing is where the money is. It is where the money is, because if you look at the top level UFC fighters, and the top level guys in boxing, like the Canelos, and look at someone else like Jose Aldo or something, Rafael dos Anjos, and then tell me who's making more money. You know what I mean? So, and then when you talk about Floyd, he's just on a different level. Now, this is the other thing. This was the point of new media. I show you guys. Dana White saying there's no conversations that have been had regarding this fight. And the reports from TMZ and other credible sources were that Floyd Mayweather was offering Conor McGregor $50 million. $50 million. So look at Forbes.com, go to TMZ, a simple Google search. It says report, Mayweather offers McGregor $50 million for fight. So that's the number I heard, and that's the number being reported by credible sources like Forbes, TMZ. So for Conor McGregor to do this ESPN interview and say he was offered $7 million, I don't know where that number came from. I think Mayweather, knowing how big of a fight this could be because it's a crossover fight, I don't think he would try to offer him $7 million. You know what I mean? So I don't know what Conor McGregor is even talking about. And then again, as I've already mentioned, there's no way he's the A side in this equation. No way. Especially coming off a loss. I'm not going to say maybe, but you had a better shot of calling yourself the A side if you beat Nate Diaz, if you were to stop him or submit him or whatever the case may be, but you didn't. You tapped out and you lost the fight. So there's absolutely no way, even if you beat Nate Diaz, but that it would still be a stretch. But now it's really a stretch for you to say you're the A side and Floyd needs you, because at the end of the day, money talks. And like I said earlier in this video, Floyd fought guys like Robert Guerrero, who was the interim champion, but not a household name, not a huge star like a Canelo or Pacquiao or Cotto, and he still did pretty good pay-per-view buys, decent pay-per-view buys considering, and he got $32 million guaranteed. Let Conor McGregor fight a middle-of-the-road MMA fighter, and I guarantee you he won't get $32 million. You know what I mean? He's never got that even when he fought top-level guys like Diaz and Jose Aldo. I think he got $700,000 plus maybe some back-end pay-per-view money to fight Jose Aldo, which was a championship fight. So it's ridiculous for Conor McGregor. It's almost delirious and delusional for him to suggest that Floyd needs him and he's the A side, because whether you like it or not, it's crazy. These guys always say this stuff about Floyd and act like Floyd's their nemesis, but they steal chapters out of his playbook, and it's like they want to be like Floyd. You look at Canelo, you look at Conor McGregor, all these guys who act like Floyd is the enemy, they steal things from Floyd. You know what I mean? And imitation is the highest form of flattery. Conor McGregor, you moved to Las Vegas, you live in the Las Vegas flashy lifestyle, you're talking about the A side and stuff. Same thing with Canelo. You look at Canelo's trying to say that do the A side demands, and I'm the A side, and Golovkin got to wait, and he needs to earn it. They're really, it's funny because Floyd gets criticism because people hate him, and there's a lot of people that emulate Floyd, is what I'm trying to say. But as far as the Conor McGregor situation, it's just crazy for him to really think that he's the A side in this equation. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's a good fight. It's a fight that'll attract casuals and others and do good numbers, but I don't know where he's getting the $7 million from. From what I heard from all the big major sources, the reports were $50 million, not 7. So I don't know where he's coming from. But again, Floyd Mayweather can do astronomical numbers, or not. I'm not even saying astronomical numbers in terms of the pay-per-view buys, because it really depends on who he fights. But I guarantee you, Showtime, CBS, maybe even HBO, they might even want him back, because it's a 50th fight. It'd be record-breaking and things like that. And I really believe that Floyd Mayweather would get offered a good amount. He said he's not coming back for anything less than 9 figures, so he clearly means business. So I really feel that Floyd Mayweather his options are open. He can go back to HBO if he wants. He's out of his contract. He can go back to Showtime, and whatever it is, they would offer him a lot of money for a return fight, because people want to see, can TBE stay undefeated and things like that. So let me know what you guys think. Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Some of you guys don't want to see it. This is the other thing. It was funny that some people were acting like they wanted to see the Ronda Rousey fight with Floyd Mayweather. They were saying, I even had people commenting on my video saying Ronda Rousey would beat Floyd Mayweather's ass and things like that. Now when it comes to the same gender, Conor McGregor, who's clearly bigger than Ronda Rousey, he hasn't been stopped like Ronda Rousey, got kicked in the fucking head and got her nice lights knocked out and wanted to commit suicide on Ellen or whatever she was talking about. And people are so against this fight, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, like, this is ridiculous. No, what's ridiculous is people saying Ronda Rousey could beat Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Ronda Rousey, she's great with judo, she's great with the armbar and things like that, but she would really have to get in range with a fighter like Floyd Mayweather, who has long arms for his height and size, 72-inch reach and things like that. And now people are acting like a Conor McGregor fight is blasphemous, but some of those same fans were the ones calling for Ronda Rousey and saying Ronda Rousey could beat Floyd for whatever reason before Holly Holmes kicked her into next week. Let me know what you guys think. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, do you want to see it? Mayweather, McGregor. How much should Conor McGregor get? Is he the A side? Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.